go. Andy Burns here with Soblue Productions. Glad to be back. As always, here with Taylor Hawley.
Hashtag he's back.
And Chef Mizraini.
Hashtag miserable at best.
That's right. Shout out to the Mayday Parade fans. We have the front nine, round 3 Rocket City Blast 2018. Soblue. And you see after round 2, Logan Bowers leading it off with 18 under. Johnny right behind him, 1 stroke. Ben and Eric Stephenson, a first timer on Soblue. Here we go, hole 1. Taylor, lead us off here.
Yeah, dude. So 429 foot, par 3 here. Fairly simple, downhill the whole way. You're looking for a hyzer right to left if you're a righty. You see the pin there. It's not a whole lot going on as long as you don't have a headwind and turn something over. So biggest thing is just judging your distance here. So these guys are really trying to dial in. Want to be around 30 feet. So nothing too complex. Pretty solid shot there from Johnny. That's exactly what you're looking for. Ben taking the real kind of straight line approach, which is interesting. Just again, most guys going hyzer here, but a lot of different ways you can play this hole. So
definitely the longest hole on the course. So if there's a hole you're going to flex something out, this would be it. For sure.
Ben's a great player, but not known for his distance. So I mean, you gotta get the flex whenever you can. The actual few feet to get yourself a putt.
Eric actually gone about 45 feet deep. Actually a little longer than that. Good run though.
Been just outside the circle here.
But no problem.
Boom.
He continues the putting.
Yeah, well, it's all about 1 or 2 mistakes maybe in the last round. He's really focused, really putting well right now. Everyone else kind of tapping in, finishing up the hole.
Yeah, great shot from Johnny. My goodness,
wow.
I would have loved to have seen how close he was to acing that, but again, my fault for playing the tournament and not finishing the tournament. So there you go. But again, shout out to Eric, man, for shooting a crazy hot round at Indian Creek and moving himself up to the leaderboard there. So Logan going to lead us off here, hole 2, 330. Biggest issue here is you got a creek just shy of the hole, OB to the right. You want to carry the creek. You saw the disc kind of slide there, so that means Logan carried it. A lot of guys want to kind of end up early and left here, looking like what you'll see Johnny do. Obviously, I think that's the miss. So again, a lot to carry this. It's not really uphill, pretty flat, just a little uphill ridge and then back downhill. So not too complicated of a hole. Probably the 2 easiest holes on the course here, starting out 1 and 2, just because they're open. Definitely get a little more difficult as we go on. So Ben also playing short of the creek. I can promise you Eric will not try to play short of the creek.
Looks like you're correct.
Oh, wow. Great run from Johnny there. Ben going to be looking to stay hot here.
Is that just inside or outside?
Yeah, I don't know. Andy, you tell me. I mean, obviously you asked a question.
Right.
I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I said that.
Nice little bit, just a little short.
Yeah, just a little short. So, bang, dude. And Logan continues, man. If that guy can get around the basket, just is dead on.
Good drive here from Eric. Little grip lock on the putt, just pulling a little bit. Maybe early round jitters.
My first time on camera, it's a little nerve-wracking. I mean, I remember my first time being videotaped. It was at Huntsville tournament, and that was anybody remembers. Not my finest moment. I think Taylor beat me by about
Was that on
8
Soblue
strokes
coverage?
on.
That was
Front
definitely
line?
on Soblue Productions. I remember that. So, great 2 from Logan to change subjects back to the tournament here. Retaking the 2-stroke lead.
It's all disc golf.
Sure. Moving on to hole 3. And guys, you can chime in here. To me, maybe one of the toughest holes on the course. Just because you got this super straight gap that's really tight. You got kind of a ditch down to your right. Some guys will take a flex line to the left. but just no really room for error here.
No, I agree. It all depends on your game plan, obviously, and your skill set, but definitely a very tough hole. You can kind of get lucky a little bit if you pull a little wide. Like, I think Ben looks like he found the hyzer up. I don't see it coming back.
Yep. Going to be putting on that uphill slope, I think, from down in the creek area there. And Eric looking to take a very unique forehand line here. Not that it's a stranger to the course, but very rare you see someone get inside the circle from this route, and he took that really wide.
You definitely want to play that route tighter to the basket as a lefty.
Agreed.
I take that route on the backhand, but luckily he did get a pretty nice flare towards the basket.
Now, where's Eric from? Y'all know?
I believe Decatur area.
Decatur? Okay.
Could be totally wrong.
Totally wrong. Okay. I actually just don't know him very well. I've never played with him before.
Yeah, so we were actually on the lead card of Advance the year before this. And Eric's solid game, huge arm off the tee.
Okay.
Really continuing to work on his approach and his putting, and has clearly improved. And now he's on lead card of Open this year. So
The big arm really helped him, I'm sure, at Indian Creek, where that's...
yeah, great putt there.
Yeah,
from Logan.
huge putt.
There we go. He got a little closer than I thought after that. Taking that hyzer out around the trees, but really tough uphill putt, just like Logan. Ooh, just got in there.
Two really solid putts.
Yeah, and that's
The elevation is a lot more difficult than it probably seems.
And you got to keep that nose up. I mean, the only mistake last hole we saw with Ben's putt was he kept that nose down and just dove right into the pole. So we've seen him play last couple rounds, and when he has that nose up, he's a lethal putter.
Just an FYI, Eric's from Hartselle.
Hartselle. I was close.
Really? Okay.
You were geographically pretty spot on. So just a little south there.
Thanks for the quick Google search. Appreciate it.
You know, hey, Google's a great tool there. So Ben and Logan birdies. Logan continuing to push this lead out here to 3 strokes. Johnny and Eric at the park. Moving on, hole 4, par 3, 240 feet. Fun fact about this hole, in case you guys wanted a fun fact.
Always.
This is the first hole I ever aced.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
That's
Congratulations.
impressive.
I did. July 4th of like 2015 or something, I think, and had never aced a hole.
So
And
they're not competing with each other as much as they're competing with you.
that's right. I'm better than
Good shot,
both of
though.
these guys so far, you know?
That's a good
Based on
shot,
that
though.
one simple fact alone that means absolutely nothing in the world of disc golf. So great line so far from these guys. Settle. Oh, and Johnny catching a late tree there.
I guess if you played this hole before, you see the line. I've only played this course one time, and this looks like a tough hole to me.
Yeah.
Is this a hole you have to play before you throw,
I mean, there's
or is it a pretty natural line?
not two super evident lines here, but I mean there are 2 lines. They're just, you go into, there's a wide route that again has a late tree that comes into play. The early route is probably the easier play, but again you got to have more of a flip up to flat versus hyzer. You're going to
More of a
definitely
skilled
skip
shot.
out left. Yeah, so definitely a tough hole. I can go ahead and tell you the hole in one I had was complete luck.
I don't believe it.
Blind luck. Was throwing a fairway driver on this hole.
I'm
for
about to say, what disc
240
was it?
feet.
You
Yeah,
know.
I think it was like an F2. Shout out to Prodigy there.
There you go.
So again, just threw it on the wide line and got lucky, but unfortunately Logan catching really wide chains there, and probably the worst thing in disc golf when someone tells you that you're still out. But Logan, being the confident player he is,
As we've
coming
seen
right
many
back there
times.
Yeah, I was about to
as
say
a
that.
true professional and banging that par putt in. So
One of the better comeback putts probably in this area.
for sure.
I've played with Logan quite a few times, and he's a very confident player. He never gets rattled. Always has fun. So stays relaxed, and there you go. Ben popping in that too, and move on to the next hole.
A couple cleanups here.
So while we're doing the cleanups, I gotta wonder. Going back to that conversation, Andy, what was your first ace?
My first ace was Veterans Park in Florence,
I was gonna say, I
Alabama.
bet Vets would probably be.
Yep.
Well,
what did it say?
Hole 10. It was a
Nice.
San Marino rock
Ooh, very nice.
Oh, wow. You still have it?
somewhere.
Somewhere buried deep.
I'm not a big memorabilia.
Okay. Not too sentimental.
No.
Oh, fair enough. I really am.
This hole here is surprising that there's only one deuce.
Sure.
Big deuce there for Ben.
Absolutely. So he's gonna lead us off here, hole 5. Kind of just again, like we're gonna reiterate multiple times on this course, technical, 252 foot par 3. As you're gonna find out, most of these holes are pretty technical. Got to hit a line. So Ben coming in a little early there. Logan also coming in a little early, gonna finish right at the basket. But again, as long as you're hitting that forehand line for most of these guys, not too much going on. And Johnny going the rare backhand middle route, and again, releasing that just a little early, unfortunately. Eric going forehand here. Oh, and what is that? Andy, I saw some like random one
I
pop up
believe
on
that
the
is
screen.
the beginning of the tree counter.
Oh, really? Oh, so signs of things to come, I assume.
Possibly.
We'll see here, but
Hopefully this isn't
Not necessarily
Eric's
what you want to
special.
have.
right, but Eric Stephenson on the official tree counter here. So we'll stay tuned, folks. Stay tuned. We'll see. Get it. Ooh, a little early. Good run,
It could be good or bad. I've
though.
seen
You never
tree
know.
aces.
There's monkeys that
haven't.
live in trees and
So
throw your disc in baskets.
Third
you
time
know?
is a charm. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? So Logan, I can't imagine he misses this the way he's been putting this round. Bang.
You can't imagine more correctly.
Could not imagine a world that Logan didn't hit the 20-footers. A great putt. Also, quietly, I couldn't imagine a world where Ben doesn't continue to birdie all these holes.
Yeah.
I think he missed one so far, so we'll see what happens here. But just staying hot here. Yeah,
Smooth.
4 or 5 so far. Very nice.
Big putt here for Eric.
Yeah, you know, still early in the round. Brahan's one of those places where, great putt by the way, where you just, you know, if you are making a par, you're not thrilled, but mentally you got to get over it because you got to know you can go on a run or tear it any
For
time.
sure.
So you just, it's really tough because you want to, every hole's birdieable, every hole. So you just want to continue to stay mentally focused. Move forward. So there you go. Ben again, 4 down through 5 holes. Logan as well.
Yeah.
4 down through 5 holes. So both these guys are tearing it up early. Johnny still trying to get going, dropping a few strokes. But moving on to hole 6, Andy. What you got here?
243 feet, another par 3. I think they're all par 3s out here actually. Ben, if you get just to the right of the tree he hit, you're looking really pretty. Just soft little skip right towards the basket. Or you can throw the turnover forehand.
obvious line.
Very obvious line there.
Great
And
shot.
15 feet.
Hey, if it's there, it's there. That's all I tell everybody, man.
If it's comfortable, you should throw it.
You should wear it.
And that is
More than ideal.
exactly what.
I like the Hanes tagless tees. I mean, they're that comfortable. You just wear them, man.
Yeah, you're right. Eric going in a little early, but working out.
Yeah. Hey, treeless.
Treeless.
Treeless. And Ben gonna have to get a little crafty here. Get it. Oof. Smooth, solid upshot there. Again, unfortunate on a hole like this that he couldn't hit his line.
Yeah.
Most of the rest of these guys are going to be looking to take dead aim at birdies here. Bang, great putt from Eric.
There we
Definitely,
go.
I feel like
Get it
he's
going.
finally settling in,
Yeah.
getting it going. So I think he got a lot left to see from this kid. Logan going to continue to stay hot here. We move this to 5 of 6 if he makes this. Oh
Whoa.
my goodness! No
That's-
way.
That's, yeah, I don't even know what to say about that one. That was awkward. What happened there,
I mean-
Andy? Do you know?
I'm stunned.
It looked like the nub.
The-
Did it not? The right
The
back nub.
back?
It
No.
did.
Very odd.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned
I
about.
mean, I will say he technically missed the putt. I mean, he didn't hit clean
Sure,
chains.
no, I agree. I
just an
was
awkward-
more concerned about the Super Mario
Yeah.
Brothers jump afterwards. Yeah, exactly. So, wow. We're going to move on. Hole 7, 306 feet. And I know I said the hole 3 was one of the more difficult holes. This is definitely up there.
This is difficult.
Pretty tight line here. You're going to see some forehands and some backhands, but you got to hit the early gap at least to make sure you get the 3. And there's a 2, and that can only mean
Oh, Eric.
we've got some things to come. So, and
That appears to be.
do you
the
know
shot.
what ragu is?
I do.
Saucy. Like that's what that is. That is just saucy. Oh man, saucy. Mm.
And that's a clean forehand line.
Hey, that'll work. It's a little short. It's a little early. Definitely still gives you a chance at a 2 though.
Yeah.
So Eric gonna have to get a little crafty here.
Oh no.
I gotta tell you though, if I've only hit 3 trees at this point in Bronze Springs, I'm feeling pretty good.
I know.
I'm not
3
gonna
trees
lie.
and 7 holes is not bad. The only thing is
It's not over.
it only gets worse usually.
It's not over.
There's no way you can go
understand.
negative trees. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. Bang.
Oh, man.
I
That was
did
your
it
fault,
again.
Taylor.
I did
Yep.
it again.
You
Shout out
banged
to
it.
Jared Neal. I'm sorry. I did it again. Jared, I said I would never do it. Again. Sorry, Eric. 4 weeks later, I'm the cause of the reason why you missed the putt.
Super solid.
Super Saiyan?
Super
Is that what you
solid.
said? Oh, I thought you said Super Saiyan. Like Dragon Ball Z or something. Okay. You're not that nerdy, Andy. I knew you weren't.
I am.
Logan coming back from that nub putt.
No putt.
Just hitting it right in the middle.
That's still
Oh, hashtag bag on.
that's still wild. That putt that came out.
And quietly. Johnny with the park job birdie.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, I apologize. That was
Oh,
mine.
no,
That was
yeah,
after the
that's
upshot.
right, 'cause the-
anyways, Logan
putt.
Ben with the birdies there. Both 5 through 7 holes. So, solid starts those guys. Brad, what you got here with hole 8?
Hole 8, 222 feet. Kind of a tunnel shot, but then finishes just like that. Ben just actually showed me. I don't have to describe it at all.
Okay, very
Yeah,
good.
It's a really odd hole. I tell people a lot of times because the natural play is to play a hyzer down the gap, and usually if you play it down the gap, Ben got lucky and went wide and right. I won't say lucky, maybe he intended to do it, but if you go wide and right on the hyzer, you get away with it. If you go down the gap, you catch one of these guardian trees every time, so you come up short. So it's a really tricky hole. You got to hit a very specific hyzer line if you're going to do it. See if Johnny can hit it here.
It does kind of remind me of a short version of hole 2 at Bowers in Tuscaloosa. If anybody's played that one, you have to come
Sure.
in at a casual hyzer.
Really, yeah, and just like I said, you got to be very.
Yeah. Not over yet.
Quattro. Don't make it cinco.
No, just a Parco.
Solid. There you go. I like what you did there, Brad. Very nice.
In time.
So, Ben looking to make it 6 of 8. Is that where
I'm
we're
just
at?
gonna go
right
ahead and say I can't imagine him.
That was pretty close. But if it's in, it's in. That's all I say.
I can only imagine that he makes that one.
There you go. And Johnny with a solid line there. Doink.
There we go, Johnny.
I love the quick mini disc pickup. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but it's just like
You play as long as he has, you know.
where your mini is and where your disc is. Bang.
Nice putt. Yeah, usually I'm watching how far mine is rolling past the basket before I can think about my mini.
Right. And Eric with the 3. So there you go. Solid birdies from the leaders on this card. Logan continued to keep that 3-stroke lead. Him and Ben continue to have hot rounds, 6 down through 8 holes. So moving to hole number 9. Par 3, 225 feet. The slightest of uphills and then the drop off down to the basket. So very controlled shot needed here to land in this circle. And that is a very interesting line from Logan there. But if I was confident from 40 and in, I wouldn't be worried about it too much either.
Yeah, get yourself down there.
Just get through the cap, man. Whatever gets you through there.
Ooh.
I feel like Ben's shot was pretty much ideal. Throwing it low, letting it scoot along that hill, and just sliding right down it. You know, it's the last hole he played really high trying to get around. Now he throws it low.
Oh.
And Eric's going to keep going.
Cinco de Mayo.
Get it. Here's what. Get it.
I tell you though, he's really good with his up
That
shots.
was almost. He about put that one in the basket.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Would he have gotten a minus
That would've
one
been
tree
cool.
deduction if he had thrown it in the basket? I think that would have been deserving.
Oh.
Oh, Johnny. No.
Not happy with that one.
Very uncharacteristic miss.
Once again though, he knew out of his hand. He was been down in anger picking up as many this time.
Yeah.
Yep. And Logan for a 7 of 9 on the front. And that is with the nub out
Oh yeah.
earlier on. So it could easily be 8 of 9. Been here to match the 7 of 9.
He sets.
Bang.
Good putt.
And both these guys are just grooving, man. Like, usually 8 or 9 is like, you know, my good rounds, and these guys are sitting at 7 already, but 9 holes to play. So
I feel like they're kind of feeding off each other though.
I think so. I think you're right. I mean,
Yeah.
just battling that, you know what I mean? That company, you
Match
gotta
for
you gotta
match, putt
tit
for
for
putt.
tat. Or shout out to the office, tit for tit, as Dwight Schrute said it should be called. So, you know, there you go. And that's going to round out our front 9 here, man. Again, Logan and Ben just shredding the course so far. So Ben trying to keep pace, 3 down from Logan. Johnny and Eric, definitely some work left to do on this back 9, especially if we're ticking a tree counter going on with Eric. So thanks, Andy, for joining us, dude.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you guys letting me.
Yeah.
As always, thanks for watching. Subscribe on YouTube, and Brad, come back sometime.
Oh, thank you guys. It's been fun.
Peace.